Hello everyone, this is Al Red Sox Fan coming to you from Al Red Sox Fan YouTube station. And it's opening day NFL, well opening Sunday, opening day was Thursday. And then my beloved New England Patriots got hammered. So I'm sure all you Patriot haters were ecstatic about that. Well, we're going to play a little action PC football. 2017-1982 retro replay we're going to continue on with. The 1982 New York Jets, who are 7 wins, no losses, against the 1982 Minnesota Vikings, who are 2-5. The Vikings are one of the teams that I play as in this 82 replay. Not doing too well with them. 2 wins, 5 losses. I'm also playing as the Patriots, who I put up a game about 3 weeks ago, I think. Pittsburgh beat the Patriots, but I'm doing better with the Patriots. I'm doing okay with the New York Giants, and I also play as the New Orleans Saints, who I'm doing not so good, and the Houston Oilers, who are awful. But the New York Jets in this retro replay, 1982, shortened season due to the work stoppage, are 7-0. And in reality, the Jets did have an outstanding team. They would lose to the Miami Dolphins in the AFC Championship. Dolphins would go on to lose to the Washington Redskins in the Super Bowl. So we won the toss, as I'm playing as the Vikings, and we shall elect to return. Here's the kickoff. 1 yard deep, and our deep men are Peyton, and the short men would Redwin and Nelson, but it's kicked 1 yard deep in the end zone. We're going to put a return on here. And here comes Peyton. That's a pretty good return. So the Vikings will start at the 21-yard line, 22-yard return for the Minnesota Vikings. And let's switch that. These are the ratings. I think I'm going to go back to the player numbers for this one. Let's go option, game preferences, game display. Display uniform instead of photo. No, don't want that. Field display. Uniform numbers. And there we go, the uniform numbers. Excellent. All right, for the Minnesota Vikings, at quarterback is Tommy Kramer. At one running back spot, Ted Brown. At the other running back spot, Tony Galbraith. The Vikings had suffered a lot of injuries in this retro replay. You got Sammy White, who's just come back off injuries. At one wide out, Ahmad Rashad at the other, and at tight end, Joe Sensor. Riley at tackle, Huff at guard, Swilly at center, Hamilton at guard, Irwin at tackle. For the New York Jets in their sack exchange, Mark Gassner at defensive end, Abdul Salam at defensive tackle, Marty Lyons at the other defensive tackle, and Joe Klecko's hurt, that's right, Kenny McNeil for the injured Joe Klecko. At cornerback, Jerry Holmes and Bobby Jackson. The linebackers, Lance Mell, John Woodbury, and Greg Butler. The safeties, Darrell Ray and Ken Schroy. All right, so we are on offense, and we're going to run. The Jets have a big pass rush, so we're going to go screen. We're going to go screen to Brown. So we're going screen to Ted Brown and set up. Oh!
Offsetting penalties. Repeat first down.
All right, so offsetting penalties, so it's a do-over. All right, so once again, 1st and 10 from the 21. We're going to go Tony Galbraith. Screen to Galbraith. Try to make their pass rush. Oh, a loss of 3. Big tackle by Butler, the Jets linebacker, so they sniff that out. Greg Butler on the tackle. So it brings up 2nd and 13. Fans here in Minnesota not happy with that. Let's go Ted Brown. Sweep right with Ted Brown. And Brown is smothered for no gain. Another tackle by Greg Butler. Hello, Greg Gorecki in the chat. How are you, my friend? Hope all is well. in the good land to the north, Canada. What's your CFL update for us, Greg? As Greg says, go Vikings. I am coaching the Vikings, and so far it's 3rd and 13. So they're going to come with a big pass rush here, as the Jets had a tremendous pass rush in 82. Let's see, let's go. We need 13 yards. Standard. Short slants. We're going to go to White, short slant. Kramer back to pass. Oh, it's picked off! Kicked off and returned for a touchdown. The Jets go up 7-0 as the Jets sniffed that play out. Oh, boy. They were sitting on that. Let's just go back because it happened so quickly. Kramer throws an interception. Kramer calls the signals. Mel blitzes. Kramer sets in the pocket. Short slant to White. Deflected by Jackson. Intercepted by Jackson. Touchdown. Extra point Leahy. That's not the way we wanted to start this game. Jets trying to maintain their unbeaten streak as their 7 wins, no losses. All right, 7-0 Jets. Here's a kickoff once again to the Vikings. We'll down it 4 yards deep in the end zone. Hello, Max Cornelius in the chat. Hope all is well. Greg Gorecki, CFL update. The Red Blacks lost to those dreadful Tiger Cats and lost their starting quarterback in the process. Oh, that stinks. That's tough to lose your starting quarterback. All right, so the Vikings come back onto the field. Down 7-0. Kramer throws an interception, returned by Jackson for a touchdown. And we're going to again go Ted Brown. Trap right with Ted Brown. Brown looks like he picked up about 6, and he does. Tackled by Salam. So that brings up a 2nd and 4, and now we're going to go Galbraith. Trap right with Tony Galbraith. And Galbraith picks up a couple. Salam once again on the tackle. Brings up a very manageable 3rd and 2 for the Minnesota Vikings here. So Ahmad Rashad. Let's see. Let's go a short hitch to Rashad. Kramer back to pass, and he fires incomplete as Holmes had good coverage on Rashad. 4th and 2, and the Vikings will punt. Ah, boy. So we're going to punt the ball. Here comes Greg Coleman. Deep for the Jets is Harper, who's averaging 8 yards per return, as long as 24. And we're going to punt deep. Coleman with the punt. Harper has it, and he calls for a fair catch. So here come the Jets offense for the first time in the field, and they're spotted 7 points. At quarterback, Richard Todd out of Alabama. At one running back, Mike Augustiniak, and Freeman McNeil at the other. At wideouts, Johnny Lamb Jones and Wesley Walker. And the tight end, Jerome Barkham. Marvin Powell at tackle, Joe Fields at guard. At center is Waldermore. At the other guard, Dan Alexander, and the other tackle, Chris Ward. For the Minnesota Vikings, defensive end, a very good one, Mark Mullaney. Defensive tackle, Charlie Johnson. Another defensive tackle, James White. And defensive end, Doug Martin. So they have 2 good defensive ends there. Linebackers, Matt Blair, who's really good. Scott Studwell, who's really good. And Fred McNeil, who's no slouch. At cornerback, John Swain and Willie Teal. The safeties are Tom Hannon and John Turner. Alrighty. So we're going to play. Hannon will come up in run support. And we're going to play run. It's a fumble! It's a fumble! Todd takes off on his own on the bad snap and handoff, and he loses 2 on the play. So the Vikings defense looking to hold here and get that ball back to their offense. So it brings up 2nd and 10 on the Jets' 30-yard line. And now we're going to, let's see what our coverage matchup here is. That's even. Swain and Jones, 5 apiece. Is it 5 apiece? Yes. And Teal, Walker has them 8-7. I think what we're going to do is we're going to play a. I'm going to play man, double Walker on a medium pass, and we're going to play. I don't want auto blitz. We're going to send Studwell. We're going to play pass. So Studwell on the blitz is picked up, and they did go to Walker. Gain of 9. Tackle made on the play by Willie Teal. That's his second tackle. And he'll bring up a 3rd and 3 for the Jets on their own 39. Jets in I formation now. Behind Richard Todd. Lead back Augustiniak. Second back Freeman McNeil. We're going to play our defensive line in. Handing up for the run, and we're going to play run. And it's a quick hitter.
Offense, number
quick hitter, but it's going to be nullified.
Penalty.
Quick short pass to McNeil. He does pick up the first down, but all for naught as there's holding on the play. Studwell was held by Ward on the blitz, and we'll accept that. Brings up 3rd and 13 here. So we're going to play a zone. And we're going to send Studwell again. And we're going to play pass.
False start. Offense.
Oh, wow. The Jets shooting themselves in the penalty. False start.
3rd down.
3rd and 18. And I think now we're going to go to a 3-3 nickel. We're going to play a deep zone. Keep everything in front of us. And we're going to do auto blitz. And we're going to play pass. Todd back to pass. He's looking. He fires. Incomplete. He tried to go to Walker. And Teal almost had an interception there. But he did not get it. So the Vikings defense hold and give the ball back to their offense. We'll put the punt return on. Here's the punt by the Jets. And dead ball at the 42. 34-yard punt. So out come the Minnesota Vikings once again, down 7-0 with 9:54 to go here in the first quarter. Again, Brown and Galbraith in the backfield. Rashad, White, and Joe Sensor at tight end. Let's see if we can get Joe Sensor in the game here. We're going to go short cross to Sensor. White back to pass, and a big pass rush by the sack exchange gets him, and he's out of the game. Oh, my God. Kramer had his bell rung. He'll be back in about 2 plays. So the big hit by Kenny Neal. And Tommy Kramer comes off the field, and here comes, to replace him for a couple of plays, Steve Dills Pickle. It's 2nd and 17. We try to fool him with a quick hitter to the tight end, and it didn't work. So we're going to go Ted Brown screen. Dills back to pass. They set the screen up, and Brown picks up 3 yards. Good tackle by Lance Mell. That's his first tackle of the game for the Jets. And Tommy Kramer back out on the field. Remember, there's no concussion protocol back then. All right, brings up a very tough 3rd and 14. We're going to move to shotgun. And Ted Brown is a nightmare matchup, so we're going to put him wide. And Mel has him in man-to-man if they're playing that. They've gone to 4 defensive backs here. You can see that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, they actually have 6 defensive backs in reality. And 1 linebacker. Interesting. I wonder if I pop this. Draw. Tony Galbraith. They're going to come with a big pass rush. I wonder if I pop this with a draw. I mean, he's only 2.2 yards. So odds are he's not going to rip off a big run. You know what? I'm going to go Ted Brown. That was my original thought. I'm going to go Ted Brown. And long hitch to Ted Brown. Kramer has time. Oh! Intended for Brown. Good coverage on Mel. And looks like someone's hurt. Lynn is jogging off the field. He'll be out this game plus 3 weeks for the Jets. It's 4th and 14. The Vikings will punt once again. Lots of injuries in this game when you play action PC football. All right, so we're going to punt. Coleman comes back out in the field with the punt team. We're going to punt deep. Harper back deep for the New York Jets. There's the punt. Harper has it. And that's a 6-yard return. Tackle by Bess. The Jets will start 1st and 10 on their own 22. We're going to play run. And McNeil goes for 2 yards, tackled by Mark Mullaney. They went off tackle right with Freeman McNeil, so it's 2nd and 8. And we're going to play run again. And again they give to McNeil. He finds a big hole. He rips through 12 yards. Swain finally brings him down for the Vikings. Marvin Powell with excellent blocking on that trap left. It's 1st and 10 on the Jets' 36. We're going to bring Hannon up, run support, play run. And Todd mixes it up. That's a gain of 20. Once again, that was a pass to McNeil. Medium hitch. Jets moving down the field. 1st and 10 on the Minnesota 44. Vikings have to change this mojo the Jets have. Okay. Defensive line in. Man. Hannon up against the run. We're playing run, and Todd calls timeout. Didn't like what he saw, so he calls timeout with 6:22 to go here in the first quarter. 7-0 Jets. 1st and 10 on the 44. We'll switch it up again. Again, we're going to bring Hannon up in run support, and we're going to play run. They go to Augustine. Looks like a sweep. Augustine gets 2 yards, tripped up by White. That's Augustine's first carry, White's first tackle. That was a sweep right by the Jets. So 2nd and 8, ball on the Minnesota 42. And we're going to play zone basic. It's a run to McNeil, and he looks like he's picked up 4, and he does as they went off tackle. No, sweep left tackle by Scott Studwell, and that brings up a 3rd and 4. Big play here for the Minnesota Viking defense. Down 7. Need to stop him here, and I think they'll be out of field goal range. 3rd and 4. We're going to play short zone. And we're going to play... I'm not going to play auto blitz. We're going to play pass. Richard Todd back to pass, and it's complete to Wesley Walker for a gain of 9. So 1st and 10. Jets are in business on the Minnesota 29-yard line. All right. We're going to send Studwell on a run blitz. Hannon up in the box. And play man. Delay it. We're going to delay it. Run. It's a sweep to Augustine. He's smothered for no yardage. Big hit on the play by Fred McNeil. That's his first tackle. Clock ticking. 4:12 left in the first quarter. 2nd and 10. Minnesota 29-yard line. Todd in shotgun. Backfield. Split backs. Augustine and McNeil. Your wideouts are Johnny Lamb Jones, Wesley Walker, and the tight end, Jerome Barkham. I'm having a sense they're going to go to Barkham. So we're going to double Barkham on the medium. We're going to play pass. Todd back to pass, and they were looking for Barkham. I had a sneaky feeling they were going to Barkham. We had him doubled. Play broken up. Good job there by the Minnesota defense. Brings up 3rd and 10. Now this is where I have difficulty as a defensive coordinator. I need to get the defense off the field here. 3:31 to go in the first quarter. 7-0 Jets. So we're going with zone we got burnt on. 3rd and 10. go. I think we're going to go zone again. We're going to go zone. And we're not sending anybody. I'm going to send my defensive line out wide. We're going to play pass. Todd back to pass, and they got it! It's a fumble! Who's got it? The Vikings have it! Huge play! A big hit and strip on Richard Todd. Scott Studwell recovers the ball. James White on the hit and sack. Minnesota stops the Jets and gets the ball on their own 47-0 New York, 3:25 to go in the first quarter. Tommy Kramer and the offense must capitalize on this. And we're going to put Tony Galbraith, who's another good pass-catching running back. We're going to put him out wide. And censor, we're going to move our tight end to the top. Let's see how we have. 7 run blocker against Gasno's a 9. What a good defense. Salam's a 5, 7, 4. I think we're gonna send Ted Brown sweep right. So there goes Ted Brown. You can't get to the corner. Drilled by McNeil for no gain. Kenny Neal. That's his second tackle. Jets were in a 4-3 basic normal man. So it's 2nd and 10 for Tommy Kramer and the Vikings. Vikings has not been able to get anything going. Let's go medium slant. What do we have here for a medium slant? We're going to go to Sammy White, medium slant. Kramer back to pass. He has some time. He dumps it down to Censor, who picks up 3 tackled by Holmes. Brings up 3rd and 7. 2:42 to go here in the first quarter. 7-0 Jets. Minnesota has not had a first down yet. Going to put Ted Brown out wide. Kramer in shotgun. And let's see what we have for screens. Let's try to use their pass rush against them. We're going to go screen to Tony Galbraith. And it's dumped to Galbraith and a quick
offense.
It's going to get called back.
Penalty.
Holding on the offense, so that first down screen play goes for naught. That's going to now make it 3rd and 17. The Vikings shoot themselves in the foot on the holding call. They had the first down picked up. We had a good play call. We sent Brown out wide, and we went screen to Galbraith. It was there. We picked up the first, but there was a holding. So 3rd and 17. We're going to keep both of our backs in to block. Kramer will be in shotgun. Actually, we're going to keep Brown, Galbraith, and Censor in the block. And we're going to bring Censor down to help out on Gastineau here. And Ahmad Rashad, so we need something for 17 yards. Let's see what the medium hitch is. Sammy White. We're going to go to Sammy White, 17. And it's incomplete. Medium hitch to White, incomplete. Kramer did have time. We had max protection, 4th and 17. And once again, the Vikings punt team comes out with Greg Coleman. Deep for the Jets, Harper. Vikings will punt deep, so the Vikings can't take advantage of the turnover. Here's the punt. Coleman sends it to Harmon. And he is tackled after a 7-yard return. The Jets will start 1st and 10 on their 31:45 to go here in the first quarter. I formation for the Jets. You have Todd, the quarterback, then Augustine, the lead back, and Free McNeil behind him. Johnny Lamb Jones, Wesley Walker, and Jerome Barkham. We're going to play our defensive line in. Hannon will come up to support the run, and we're playing run. It's a pitch out to McNeil. He gains 3, another tackle by Mark Mullaney. That's his second tackle. So 2nd and 7. Split backfield for the Jets now. And again, we're going to bring up Hannon for run support, and we're going to play run. Todd back to pass, and he fires. That's a big play there. That's a 28-yard pickup. Jerome Barkham on the catch. Johnny Turner on the tackle. 57 seconds left in the first quarter. Clock is running. 1st and 10 in Minnesota territory on their 39. Jets wanting to stay undefeated. They're 7-0. Vikings have struggled in this retro replay. 2-5. Split backfield. Handing up for run support. Going to play the run. Hand off to McNeil, and he picks up 3 tough yards. Tackled by James White. The offense will not run a play, and that will be the end of the first quarter. So after 1 quarter of football here in Minnesota, the 1982 New York Jets 7, the 1982 Minnesota Vikings nothing. Here we go to the start of the second quarter. 2nd and 7, ball on the Vikings 36. Split backfield, Todd behind center. Split backs are Augustine and Freeman McNeil, with Johnny Lamb Jones, Wesley Walker, and Barkham, your tight end. And we're going to play a short zone basic. Todd pitch out to Augustine, and he picks up 4 yards, excuse me. That will leave it 3rd and 3. Mark Mullaney once again on the tackle. And we're going to have to replace White, as he's down to James White, 87% stamina. And I forgot how many injuries we had for my defensive line. I don't have any other defensive linemen. So we're going to switch to a 3-4. We're going to switch to a 3-4 defense. I haven't played the Vikings in a while, as I've been doing a lot of baseball on the channel. So we want to take Johnson, Martin, and Mark Mullaney. We're going to play them in. 3rd and 3. We're going to play tight man. And we're sending Studwell. And Hannon's up. So we're going to play run. Todd back to pass. He has time, and he dumps it down. Gain of 16 to Freeman McNeil. That's his 2nd reception for 36 yards. So we played run. But once again, the Jets fooled the Viking defense and myself. They dumped it down to Freeman McNeil, who is an excellent all-around back. So it's 1st and 10, ball on the Minnesota 16. The Jets are in the red zone, looking for their first offensive touchdown of the game. 7-0, if you weren't here earlier, was a pickoff return. A Tommy Kramer pass intended for, I believe it was Sammy White, was picked off and returned for a touchdown. Leahy kick. Again, we had to go to a 3-4 now, because we don't have any healthy defensive linemen. We play our defensive line in. Handing up for run support. Going to play the run. McNeil gets the ball. Goes for 3 on the off tackle left. Tackle by John Swain. That's his 2nd tackle. Coming up for run support. Brings up a 2nd and 7. Ball on the Minnesota 13. Split backfield for the Jets. Play defensive line in. Man, basic. Todd back to pass. The pass rush is on. He throws to Augustine, incomplete. So good defense there by the Vikings. Brings up a 3rd and 7. Vikings trying to hold him to a field goal. And we'll play our defensive line in once again. We're going to play man. And we're going to double. That's an even matchup between Swain and Johnny Lamb Jones. Barkham has an advantage on Studwell. And Wesley has the advantage. Wesley Walker on Teal. We're going to double Walker and Barkham. And we're going to double him the medium. So we're going to play pass. Todd back to pass. The throw over the middle to Barkham is incomplete. So out comes the field goal team for the Jets. And here comes Leahy. The ball's on the 13, so it's about a 30-yard field goal attempt here for the New York Jets. We're going to play block the kick. It is good. 30-yard field goal is good. The New York Jets go up 10-0 with 12:40 to go here in the first half. 1982 retro replay using Action PC football. The Jets are 7-0, trying to maintain that undefeated record. I'm coaching the Minnesota Vikings. We're 2-5. Here's the kickoff. We're going to put the return on. 6 yards deep, and we shall down it. So it'll be 1st and 10 on the Minnesota 20. Vikings have not been able to muster any type of offense against the Jets in the sack exchange. Once again, Kramer behind center with Ted Brown, Galbraith, the backs, Sammy White and Ahmad Rashad, the receivers, and Joe Sensor, the tight end. And we're going to go Brown, trap right. And there goes Brown, pick up a 3. 2nd and 7. We're going to go Galbraith, trap right.
False start. Offense.
Oh!
Number 67.
False
5-yard
start.
penalty. Repeat. 2nd down.
On Swilly. Now back up the Vikings 5 yards. And now instead of 2nd and 7, it's 2nd and 12. Galbraith will go out wide. And we'll try to hit Ted Brown on the screen. They're keying that. We're going to continue with the play. They dump it to Brown, and he picks up 5 yards anyway. Whipped down by Floyd. So they get positive yards there, and it brings up 3rd and 7 on the Viking 23 for the Minnesota Vikings. Jets have 4 extra. Look at these defensive backs here. 1, 2. They have 6 defensive backs on the field with 1 linebacker, and that's Lance Mell, who's pretty good in pass coverage. So Brown will be put out wide. Actually, you know what? Galbraith once again will be put out wide. Kramer will be in shotgun. Buy him some extra time. And we're going to go Ted Brown, and we're going to try to hit him with a screen here. Oh, they can't hook up there. Ball tipped by Mel. 4th and 7. The Vikings will have to punt once again. Out comes the punt team for Minnesota with Greg Coleman. Deep for the Jets, Harper. We're going to punt deep. Here's the punt by Coleman. Harper receives it. And he's tackled after a 4-yard gain. Tripped up by Holloway. Jets take over possession with 10:51 to go here in the first half. Up 10-0 on their 36-yard line. Split backfield for the Jets. And we don't have enough defensive linemen to play the 4-3. So once again, we'll go to the 3-4. Defensive line will play in. Hannon's up for run support. We're going to play the run. And that is Augustine.
Offense.
No gain, but a
70,
holding call.
10-yard penalty.
And that's a 10-yard penalty, and we shall accept that and make it 1st and 20. So 1st and 20. We're going to delay blitz Studwell. Actually, we're going to delay blitz Blair. And we're going to play zone basic. There's a delayed blitz, and they dump it down to Augustine, gain of 7. Barkham is limping off, and his return is doubtful. That's a big blow. So it's 2nd and 13. As Augustine, that's his first reception for 7 yards. So again, we're going to send Blair on the delay. We're going to play zone pass. Todd back to pass, incomplete. He was looking for Schuler, Mickey Schuler. Brings up 3rd and 13 for the Jets on their 33-yard line. We're going to go 3-3 nickel. Going to play a deeper zone, keep everything in front of us. And we're going to send Studwell. Actually, we're going to send Blair. Pass. There's a sack! Blair drops Richard Claude, 12-yard loss. He just blew right in there. And that brings up a 4th and 25 to the cheers of the Minnesota faithful. They're going to have to punt. And we're going to put the punt return on. There's the punt.
Offsides. Offense. 5-yard penalty.
All right, so there's an offsides offense, which is the Jets, because they're still the offense of the punting team. Peyton, punt of 44. We got the ball. You know what? We're going to accept it. Back them up. Let's make them punt again. So Peyton, Walter Payton's brother, is back deep. We're going to put the punt return on. Here it is. And that's going to be close to midfield. Peyton returns for 6-yard, tackled by Rudolph. That's a punt of 41 yards. So the Vikings have an excellent opportunity here to put some points on the board. As Max Cornelius says, nice sack. Thank you. I did something right. So, 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. And I think, so we got Darren Nelson in the game now with Tony Galbraith. Nelson's 2 receiver, Galbraith. I think we're going to go Nelson. Not a strong runner like Ted Brown. We're going to go screen to Nelson. Kramer back to pass.
Pass interference.
Oh,
Defense.
beautiful.
Number 51.
Beautiful. Pass interference.
Penalty,
We'll take that. 5 yards.
Down.
So it's pass interference on Butler as he broke up the screen, but to his own detriment. So it's going to be 1st and 10 on the Jets' 46-yard line. The Vikings are finally in New York territory. We're going to go max protect here. Sensor to block, Galbraith to block, Nelson to block, and we're going to have sensors down here to help out on Mark Gastineau. And we're going to look for medium cross to Sammy White. Kramer with time, he throws, and he goes the other way to Rashad instead, and that's a gain of 8. So White wasn't open, but Kramer had a lot of time to come back towards Rashad as we had max protection. Brings up 2nd and 2, and I don't know why Ted Brown's not in this game. Did he get hurt? He got hurt. Ted Brown got hurt. That's great. I missed that. So my best offensive player is gone. He was already hurt 1 time during this season. Let's just check out our injury report. Out. Brown, 2 games. Awesome. Awesome. That's great. That's just freaking great. All right. So it's going to be a really tough task now to try to win this game. We still have Ahmad Rashad and Sammy White. So it's 2nd and 2. What we're going to do is go run counter, and play action, run counter, Galbraith, trap right. And that play gets sniffed out. That's a loss of 2. Salam spins down Galbraith. Galbraith, 2 carries, no yards. It's now 3rd and 4, and the Minnesota fans are getting anxious here at the stadium. As Max Cornelius says, some good games today in the NFL. Give us an update, Max. As I got the Red Sox game on the TV. All right, 3rd and 4. I think we'll look for Rashad here. I'm going to... You know what? I'm thinking 2-down territory here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put Tony Galbraith out wide. And I'm going to run a draw with Nelson. And Nelson is smothered at the line as Crable makes the tackle. That's Bob Crable's 2nd tackle, so they sniff that out. And it's 4th and 4. Ball on the Jets 40. And if I had picked up positive yards, I was thinking about, as I said, 2-down territory. 10-0 Jets. 8:38 to go in the first half. Oh, boy. Let's see what we have here. Short hitch. Short hit to Ahmad Rashad. Yes, we're going for it. 4th and 4. And it's complete! Clutch, catch, and pitch. Tommy Kramer to Ahmad Rashad. 1st and 10 on the Jet 33. I think that's our first real first down without a penalty. I think that is our first down. So let's, actually, how many first downs do we have? Out of curiosity. Interesting. All right, 1st and 10, ball on the 33. Vikings have a little mojo here, down 10-0. 7:59 to go in the first half. I think we'll stick to the pass. Again, let's go screen, but let's see if we can get... Let's go screen to Ahmad Rashad. They're keying that, so we're going to go... As Tommy Kramer senses they're keying that, we're going to go medium fly to Sammy White. Kramer back to pass. He hits White. That's a huge pickup of 21 yards. It was tipped. He's tripped up by Woodring. So it's 1st and 10 on the Jets 12. Kramer audibles out of the screen to Ahmad Rashad. Calls Sammy White's number on a medium fly. Tackle by John Woodridge. That's Sammy White's first reception. As Max Cornelius giving us our NFL update, he says Falcons beat the Bears 23-17. Good, I had them in my office pool. And he says Steelers won a close game. Raiders won, and the Jets lost to the Bills. I have all winners right now except for my Thursday game, which I had the Patriots. So 1st and 10, 7:10 to go here in the first half. Ball on the Jets 12. Vikings finally get their offensive going a bit. Kramer behind center, split backfield of Nelson and Tony Galbraith. And Rashad is down to 91. Let's take him out. And we're going to bring in LeCount to give him a breather. And Sammy White is still pretty good at 98. So let's go screen, or short and quick. Let's go LeCount, short and quick. He just came in the game. Kramer is whipped down by Salam, and that's a sack loss of 6. That's Salam's first sack, as that was brought to you by the New York Sack Exchange. Abdul Salam. So it brings up 2nd and 16. They were looking to go short and quick to LeCount, and it wasn't quick enough. Nelson to go out wide. Tony Galbraith. Screenplay to Tony Galbraith. Kramer with time. Dumps it to Galbraith. And he picks up 10 yards. Brought down by Floyd. George Floyd's second tackle for the New York Jets. Galbraith's second reception for 7 yards. This brings up 3rd and 6 on the Jets' 8. Vikings are definitely in field goal range. 79%, that's not as good as I thought it was going to be, but it's a 79% chance of Dan Muir making the field goal from here. Would love to put a touchdown on the board, but we have to put points on the board here. Got to bring Ahmad Rashad back in this game. LeCount comes out. And let's try a short out. Sammy White, short out. Kramer back to pass. Instead, he looks for Rashad. White was covered, incomplete. And it's 4th and 6, and here comes a field goal team for the Vikings, looking to put 3 points on the board. Rick Dinevere has a 78.6% chance of making it. Here's the snap and place. And he missed. He missed the field goal. It was a high snap. Dills got it down, and Danemere's timing was off, so the Vikings, after all that, come away with no points. Thank you, kick team. Oh, man. So with 4:56 to go in the first half, the Jets still maintain their 10-0 lead. The Vikings miss the field goal, the 25-yard field goal, which should be a chip shot. Vikings take over on their own 20. Todd under center. Augustine and McNeil at quarterback. Johnny Lamb Jones and Wesley Walker the wides out with Mickey Schuler the tight end. I don't think that's actually Mickey Schuler's pitcher, though. So Hannon will come up for run support, and we're going to play run. And And Todd calls his own number. There's some miscommunication there. Todd gains 1. Barkham will not be coming back. Barkham had been ruled out for the game. It brings up 2nd and 9. 4:46 to go in the first half. Todd barking out singles under center. We are in a 4-3. We're going to get out of that and go to a 3-4. Defensive line in. We're going to send Blair. And we're going to play man. And we're going to double Walker and pass. Todd back to pass. Pretty good pass rush. Incomplete pass. And McNeil was injured on the play for the Vikings. He's limping off. He'll probably be back in about 1 play. That's the quick word from the sideline. So that brings up a 2nd and 9. They got pretty good pass rush there on Richard Todd. As there's the replay there. So it brings up 3rd and 9 on the Jets 21. 4:05 to go in the first half. I'm going to play zone. And Blair will once again come on the blitz, and we're going to play pass. There's Blair. He's picked up. Oh, clutch pitch and catch. Richard Todd to Mickey Schuler. 19 yards on the medium fly. Pass rush got picked up, gave Todd plenty of time. 1st and 10 on the Jets 40, 3:56 to go before halftime. 10-0 Jets. Player defensive line in. And run. Todd once again, a little miscommunication. And he'll take it himself on the scramble. He gains 1. 2nd and 9. Clock running. 3:18 to go in the game. In the half. Tackle by McNeil. That's his 3rd tackle of the game for the Vikings. Todd now has 3 rushes for 0 yards. Gonna play man. And basic. There's the pass rush. It's picked up. He dumps it down to Augustine. Tackle by Studwell, but it's too late. Gain of 10. That's Mike Augustiniak. Mike Augustiniak's 2nd reception. He has 17 yards. And we will not call timeout. Clock is running. 2:35 to go. Almost at midfield. Just over midfield. Minnesota 49-yard line. And now the Jets come out and they have 3 wideouts. And we're going to go to a 3-3 nickel. Mike Augustiniak is the back behind Richard Todd. Player defensive line in. And we're going to play zone pass. Todd dumps it down, and that is a pickup of 10. They just barely got the first down. Another pitch and catch to Mickey Schuler on the short cross. Tackle by Matt Blair. That's his 4th tackle of the game. Again, we will not call timeout. Clock is running. The Jets call timeout with 2:05 to go. So we'll stay in that 3-3 nickel. We're going to send Blair and Studwell. We're going to play man, tight man. And we're going to go aggressive and pass. And there it is! There's a big sack. Studwell gets the sack. Loss of 6. Got to try to turn this around here. Got to try to turn this around. Clock stopped. I believe the Jets called another timeout. They have 1 left, 1:57 to go before the half. 2nd and 16. Again, we'll stay in the 3-3 nickel. And again, we're sending pressure. Blair and Studwell. Pass. Again, this time Todd has time. It's picked off! Intercepted by Teal. Another big play by the Vikings defense. Willie Teal with the interception on the intended medium out to Mickey Schuler. Richard Todd's now 9 of 16 for 128 yards and 1 interception. 1:53 to play in the half. Jets 10, Vikings nothing. The Jets take over the ball on their own 30-yard line. Long out. Long out to Ahmad Rashad. And it's a fumble! But Irwin recovers for the Minnesota Vikings, but that's a loss of 12 as that ball was stripped out of Tommy Kramer's hands. A huge pass rush by the Jets' New York Sack Exchange. It was stripped by Neal, so that pretty much clock's running, and we're going to, I think we get the ball. Do we get the ball in the second half? I don't know, but I don't want to chance anything down here. We're going to run a draw. Tony Galbraith. There's the draw, and he is smothered. Loss of 2, and the Jets use their last timeout. It's now 3rd and 24, minute 10 to go in the game. In the half, excuse me. So 3rd and 24. Go short. Let's go screen to Tony Galbraith. They're keying that. And you know what? You want to key that? Let's roll the dice. Bomb to Sammy White. He dumps it down to Ahmad Rashad. He picks up 6 yards, brings up 4th and 18, clock running. We will not use a timeout, obviously. Here comes the punt team. So Greg Coleman once again trots onto the field for the Vikings. Back deep is Harper for the Jets. He'll punt deep. Here's the punt by Coleman. Harper has it. And that's a return of 8 brought down by Huffman. 30 seconds left before the half. Jets lead 10-0. Hello, remember World War I. How are you, my friend? Hope all is well on this Sunday late afternoon. Playing a little Action PC football, 1982 retro replay. I am playing as the Minnesota Vikings and losing. New York Jets are undefeated, 7-0. Vikings 2-5. So let's play dime, and let's play deep zone prevent. And it's a draw to Augustiniak. He picks up 4, tackled by Studwell, and we will not call timeout. Clock is still running. Once again, we're going to play a deep zone prevent, and that's it. So at the half, the Jets 10, the Vikings nothing. Like quickly, let's go to the stats, and then we'll move on to the second half. Hopefully you're enjoying this broadcast. The Jets scored first on an interception return. On the first drive, I believe, or the second drive by the Vikings. Let's see where we have the scoring. Let's go through the scoring. Oh, here it is. Touchdown, interception return by Jackson. Leahy kicked, and then a Leahy field goal in the second quarter. And thus the 10-0 lead. Vikings had a chance to cut it to 10-3, 7 points, but Dan Meir missed the 25-yard chip shot field goal on the high snap. Jets have 8 first downs compared to Minnesota's 3. 13 rushes for 37 yards. The Vikings 8 rushes for 7 yards. Passing, Todd 9 of 16 for 128. Tommy Kramer 9 of 15 for 60. Actually, I'm sorry about that. Kramer 8 for 14 for 57. Dills was 1 for 1 for 3. Rushing, McNeil 6 for 27. Augustiniak 4 for 10. Todd 3 for no yards. The injured Ted Brown was 4 rushes, 9 yards. Nelson 1 rush, no yards. And Galbraith 3 rushes, -2. Rashad 3 receptions, 21 yards. Galbraith 2 receptions for 7 yards. Brown 2 for 8 yards. Sensor 1 for 3. White 1 for 3. For the Jets, Augustiniak 2 for 17. McNeil 2 for 36. Schuler 2 for 29. Walker 2 for 18. And Barkham 1 for 28. Back to the game now. Deep man's Harper. The short man are Sohn and Gaffney for the Jets. Vikings will kick deep. There's the kickoff. Harper has it. Past the 30. Near the 35. A return to 28. Tackled by Swain. Jets will start 1st and 10 on their 33-yard line. Up 10. I formation. Richard Todd behind center. And then you have Augustiniak and McNeil in the backfield. Augustiniak, the lead back. And then Johnny Lamb Jones and Wesley Walker, the wideouts. And Mickey Schuler in for the injured Barkham. We're going to go to a 3-4 because I don't have enough defensive linemen. And keep Johnson in the game. Hannon up on run support. We're going to play run. McNeil picks up 2 on the draw. Brought down by Fred McNeil. So Friedman McNeil brought down by Fred McNeil. And that's Fred McNeil's 4th tackle of the game. 2nd and 8. Ball on the Jets 35. We're going to play man. Double Walker on the medium. Pass. And it's a dump out to Augustiniak, and he picks up 11 yards on the short, quick out. Tackled by Willie Teal. 1st and 10 on the Jets' 46. So a quick hitter to Augustiniak, who now has 3 receptions for 28 yards. Vikings have played their defensive line in. Hannon up on the run. We're going to play run. The ball's given to Free McNeil. No gain. Smothered at the line of scrimmage. He was whipped down by Fred McNeil once again. Tackle number 5 for Fred McNeil. 2nd and 9. Jets 47. 10-0 Jets. 3rd quarter. Now we're going to send Blair and Studwell. Man. Double Schuler. Actually, no. Yeah. A double Schuler. Pass. There it is, and there's a huge sack. 12-yard loss. Blair's 2nd sack of the game as he whips Richard Todd down. That's another big play for the Viking defense. It's now 3rd and 21. As that's all the Vikings have heard about all week about the New York Jets sack exchange. And they say, we have some fellas who can rush the passer too. So 3rd and 21. We'll now go to a 4. We're going to go to a 4-2 nickel. Actually, maybe we'll go to 5-1 nickel. No, I don't like that. That's too many defensive linemen. I thought it was the other way. Where is that? 4-2 nickel. Out wide our defensive line. A deep zone. And we're going to play pass. Todd back to pass. Yes, time. Oh, you got to be kidding me. Oh, gain of 21 on the medium slant to Wesley Walker. 4th and inches. 4th and inches. Wow, thank God. As he's brought down by Swain just inches away from the 1st down. And they are going to punt, but I don't believe them. I'm going to play watch for the fake punt. And it is a punt. It's an angle punt. Goes out at the 12-yard line. A punt of 32 yards by Ramsey. So a good job by Chuck Ramsey. It'll be 1st and 10 on the Vikings 12. Wow. They almost picked up that huge 1st down. All right, what are we going to do here? I'm going to switch this up just a little bit. We're going to put Galbraith out wide. That's Nelson. Galbraith out wide. And who else do we have for running backs? Brown's out for 3 freaking weeks. Let's bring in Young. Just give him let's give Ricky Young a carry. Actually, is he's only a 1 for receiving. So Galbraith out wide. Sweep left with Young. Young gets around the corner, but is pushed out of bounds. Gain of 3. 2nd and 7. Now we're going to send Young out wide. Galbraith behind Kramer. Sammy White. They've pretty much clamped down on Sammy White. Go short and quick. Short and quick to Sammy White. There it is! Quick pitch and catch, gain of 6. Brings up a 3rd and 1 for Minnesota on their 21-yard line. Let's get Ricky Young out of the game now. Go back to Nelson. And Tommy Kramer on the sneak is less than a yard. 3rd and 1. We're going to sneak with Tommy Kramer. And he gets the first down. He just barely gets it, but he gets it. Tackled by Mark Gastineau. And that's Gastineau's 2nd tackle. So 1st and 10. Minnesota picks up the first down, ball on the Minnesota 22-yard line. Split backfield for the Vikings. Nelson will go out wide. Center will go to the top of the screen. Oh, he went to the bottom. I want him to go to the top. So we'll leave him at the top. We're going to run. I think if we run a screen, Galbraith will come this way. What I'm hoping is Mark Gastineau will pass rush. See? And then we'll hit Galbraith on the screen. And we pick up a little blocking here, and he goes for about 10, 15 yards. So we're going to go Tony Galbraith, screen to Tony Galbraith.
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
Oh,
number 93,
yes.
5-yard penalty. Repeat.
Marty Lyons, neutral zone infraction, so it's going to be 1st and 5 now. 1st and 5, and then we're going to change up what we're going to do. We'll save that strategy for later. We're going to go run counter, play action fake, run counter, Galbraith, trap right, and there's Galbraith, and he picks up 2 yards, brings up 2nd and 3. 9:20 to go here in the 3rd quarter. Vikings down 10-0. Again, we're going to go run counter. We're going to play action fake, run counter. Nelson, trap left. They're keying that. A medium fly to Sammy White. And it's caught! 16 yards! Great catch by Sammy White. Jackson brings him down. That's Bobby Jackson's 3rd tackle. He was all over Sammy White, but Kramer gets the ball there, and Sammy White makes the catch. 1st and 10 on the Minnesota 45. Kramer, excellent audible there. Galbraith down to 93. Rashad down to 92. So LeCount will come in for Rashad. And Galbraith. Ricky Young will come in for Tony Galbraith. So many injuries of my better offensive players. Though I do have my best 2 wide receivers. All right, time. Let's see who else we have at tight end. Joe Sensor's actually pretty good. All right, let's see. Let's do a short out to Joe Sensor. Kramer back to pass, and he hits Sensor, who's knocked out of bounds, but after an 8-yard gain. 2nd and 2 for the Minnesota Vikings on the Jets 47. Play action, run counter, Nelson, trap right, and Nelson picks up 1. Bob Crable on the tackle for the Jets. That's the linebacker's 3rd tackle. That's Bob Crable. That brings up 3rd and 1. This is definitely 2-down territory on the Jets 46, as long as we don't lose yardage. Kramer, quarterback sneak. They're keying that. Of course they're keying that. Let's go. Medium fly to Sammy White. You can only change your team. Oh, I must have clicked too. There it is. And he picks it up! Another 16-yard gain! So Kramer audibles out of the quarterback sneak and hits Sammy White for another 16-yard gain, brought down by Bobby Jackson on the medium fly on the 3rd and 1. Jets were in a 4-4 stack looking for the run. 1st and 10 on the Jets 30. Ahmad Rashad comes back into the game after getting a breather by LeCount. So Rashad's back in the game. Go short out. Short out to Ricky Young. And he dumps it to Young, and Young makes a nice play, 21-yard gain. As they're using the Jets pass rush against them, quick hitters there. Ricky Young picks up 21 yards. Bobby Jackson once again on the tackle. It's 1st and goal from the 9. Vikings have to put points up here after missing that field goal in the first half. Vikings down 10-0 to the undefeated New York Jets. Jets are 7-0. The Vikings are 2-5. But a victory here would salvage something of their season, as they would knock the Jets from the undefeated. The Jets and the Washington Redskins in this retro replay 1982 are both undefeated at 7-0. So now we're going to go short out. Sammy White. Kramer with some time. Incomplete. White was double covered. Kramer tried to force it in there. Lucky he didn't get picked off, so that brings up 2nd and goal from the Jets 9. And Tony Galbraith will come back in the game now for Ricky Young. So Galbraith back in. Good pass-catching running back, 5 out of 10. When they're in man coverage, Mel has them, but they're probably playing some zone here. But we're going to put Galbraith out wide. Go Nelson. Draw. Ball's given to Nelson. Gain of 3. Gastineau makes the tackle at the 6-yard line. That's Mark Gastineau's 3rd tackle. And it brings up 3rd and goal from the Jets 6. 6:13 to go here in the 3rd quarter. Oh boy, I need a touchdown here. Joe Sensor. Sensor out wide. Give him a little different look here. Galbraith out wide. Nelson the block. If we put him in shotgun, even if he gets sacked, it should still be a chip shot field goal. So we're going to put Kramer in shotgun. And we're going to go with combo pass. So Sensor short. Rashad short. White medium. And Galbraith medium. Here it is. Kramer back to pass. And it's dropped. Right through Galbraith's hands. If he caught that, he might have had a shot at the end zone. But it's incomplete. 4th and goal from the 6. And here comes the kick team. We have an 82% chance of Danimir making this. We had a 79% chance on the last one. So here comes Rick Danimir. He's already missed one from 25. This one would be, you add 17. This is a 6-yard line. This is a 23-yard field goal. Here's the snap. The kick, and he missed it again. Unbelievable. My God, he's missed 2 chip shot field goals. This game drives me nuts. Oh my God. 2 chip shot field goals that guy's missed. 23-yard field goal attempt, no good. Oh, God. All that work for no points. Jets take over on their own 20. I formation for the Jets. Vikings are like, what do we have to do? As Rick Dan Meir is not the most popular Viking right now on that bench. Exactly, Max Cornelius. WTF. He's missed 2 chip shot field goals. I'm telling you, the computer cheats. An 82% chance of making it. Well, it was an 81. Here it is, the analysis. 81.9. You got to put points on the board to get you within 1 score. All right, let's go to 3-4. Defensive line in. Handing up. Run. Richard Todd dumps it down to Freeman McNeil. He picks up 4, brought down by Matt Blair. That's Matt Blair's 6th tackle, and it brings up as 2nd and 6 on the Jet 24, 5:22 to go in the 3rd quarter. The Jets have escaped. It should be 10-6. It really should be. No worse, 10-3. Rick Dan Meir is awful. He missed 2 chip shot field goals for the Vikings. Vikings defense have only given up 3 points. Remember, the touchdown came on an interception return. All right, I formation, still 2nd and 6. Defensive line in. Gonna play run. Richard Todd back to pass over the middle to Walker, gain of 14. Swain brings him down at the 38. 1st and 10 Jets in their own territory. That's Wesley Walker's 4th reception for 53 yards. 4:40 to go in the 3rd quarter. We have to get something going here. Need another big defensive stop. So we're gonna Hannon. You know what? We're gonna bring Hannon up for run support, but we're not gonna play run. Let's see if we can bait them. We're gonna show blitz. I'm wondering, though. I don't think it's going to let me play pass. I want to play pass here. Man. Show blitz. I'm going to double Schuler and Walker. Actually, they've been going to August. You know, that's what we're going to do. I'm going to play pass. I can't do that because he's in run support. So Hannon will come out of run support. I'm going to show blitz. Actually, I'm going to play zone because I want to show the blitz. Basic. There's the pass! Oh! Pickup of 32. Teal drags him down. Another complete pass to Wesley Walker. And he's now at 5 receptions for 85 yards. The Jets are on the Minnesota 30, looking to try to tack on a touchdown would most likely put this game away, even though it's the 3rd quarter. 3:56 to go, though, in the 3rd quarter. 10-0 Jets. Now we're going to play our defensive line in. Handing up for the run. Going to play run. Ball's pitched out to Augustiniak. Gain of 2. Brought down by Fred McNeil. Tackle number 6 by Fred McNeil. Minnesota linebacker. Augustiniak, 5 carries for 12 yards. He's really hurt the Vikings with his pass receiving skills more. 2nd and 8. I formation. Augustiniak, the up back. Freeman McNeil, the 2nd back. Walker, Johnny Lamb-Jones, the wideouts. And Mickey Schuler, the tight end. Vikings in a 3-4. Blair and Studwell will go on the blitz. We're going to play man. And we're going to cover. We're going to double cover Mickey Schuler. Play pass. And they pick up the blitz. Incomplete. As they were looking for Mickey Schuler on the short hitch. So we had him, even though it was a medium, we had the coverage slanting that way. They weren't able to connect up. 3rd and 8. This is another huge play here for the Vikings. If they can hold the Jets to a Leahy field goal attempt, and that's not a gimme. If we hold them with no yards here, you have to add 17 to the 28. So that's a 45-yard field goal attempt. Of course, he'll probably put it right down the middle. My kicker can't make 2 chip shots. All right, I'm not playing zone. We've been getting killed in zone. We're going to play our defensive line out wide. We're going to play aggressive. sending Blair and Studwell. And we're playing man. Here's the pass. They pick up the pass rush. They give the ball to McNeil, but he's brought down after a 6-yard gain. It's 4th and 2, and here comes a field goal team. Mulaney was hurt for the Vikings on the play. He's jogging off the field. He'll be back in 3 plays. So the tackle by Dennis Johnson. Freeman McNeil now has 9 carries for 36 yards as they try to pop him on the draw, but he was brought down 2 yards short of the first down, and we're going to go with a block that field goal. Here's a snap to kick, and it's right down the middle. Of course it is. 39-yard field goal is good. The Jets go up 13-0, but at least we're still in the ball game, only down 2 score. 2:22 to go in the 3rd quarter. Deep for the Vikings is Payton. That's Walter Payton's brother. I want to say it's Eddie Payton. And the short men are Redwine and Nelson. The return's on for the Vikings. It's 8 yards deep. We shall down it. Vikings take over on offense on their own 20. So the Minnesota Vikings defense has only given up 6 points. The touchdown came on an interception return in the 1st quarter, early in the game. So Kramer and the Viking offense comes back out on the field, down 13. And we're going to go short out. Nelson. Oh, we can't hook up. Crable jumped the route and bats the ball away. They never get this right. Over here it says Crable jumps the route and bats the ball away. And down here it says Darrell Ray won deflection. So you give the deflection to whoever you want to give to. 2nd and 10. Ball on the Vikings 20. 13-0 Jets. They're trying to stay undefeated. Vikings trying to knock them from the undefeated. The Jets and Redskins are still undefeated. Again, this is 1982 retro replay using Action PC football. This was a shortened season due to the work stoppage. Let's go short out. Ahmad Rashad. Kramer back to pass. He has time. Incomplete, though. He underthrew Rashad, so it brings up 3rd and 10. 2:16 to go here in the 3rd quarter. Vikings once again on their 20. Galbraith will go out wide. That's Nelson. Galbraith will go out wide. Nelson will go out wide. Sensor, and then Nelson. Kramer in shotgun. He's going to go with a hard count to try to draw them off sides. We need 10 yards, so let's go with, let's look at our short slants here. White picks up 12. He has a 67% chance of a completion. That's without double coverages and all that stuff. Sensor, 62% chance. My guess is White's going to be, they're going to be watching White. Everything's, boy. We're going to go to Sensor. Short slant. And he hits Sensor, but he's brought down 3 yards short. 7-yard gain. Jackson with the stop. Bobby Jackson, 6th tackle. And that brings up 4th and 3. And the Vikings will punt once again. Greg Coleman comes out on the field. Deep for the Jets is Harper. Here's the punt deep by Greg Coleman. Harper has it, and he's immediately tackled. He only picks up 4. Blair with the tackle there. He's all over the place. Bruce Harper now has 5 punt returns for 29 yards. That's a 5.8-yard average. Jets start off 1st and 10 on their 21. Vikings 3-4 defense. Defensive line in. Handing up for run support. Going to play the run. McNeil looks to sweep, and he gains 2 on the sweep left. Tackle by Matt Blair. Now has 8 tackles on the game. 2nd and 8. You know what's coming. Studwell and Blair blitzing. We're not delaying. We're playing man. And we're going to double Walker on the medium, and we're playing pass. And they give it to McNeil. He's through with a first down and more. A huge run for Free McNeil. Finally brought down by Turner. That's a gain of 21 on the trap right. McNeil now 11 carries for 59 yards. John Turner's second tackle. As that run, just beautiful blocking there by the Jets front line. Pops for 21, 37 seconds left in the third quarter. Clock running. Defensive line in. Aggressive. Handing up. Play the run. And that's it. That's the end of the third quarter. The Jets 13, looking to remain undefeated. The Minnesota Vikings 0. We go to the final 15 minutes, and the Vikings will have to rally to knock the Jets from the undefeated. So 1st and 10 on the Jets 44. Richard Todd under center. Split backfield with Augustiniak and McNeil. The wideouts are Wesley Walker and Johnny Liam Jones, the tight end, Mickey Schuler. Vikings are in a 3-4. Aggressive. Hannon up in run support. Play the run. Pitch out to Augustiniak. He picks up 2. Tackled by Doug Martin. That's Doug Martin's first tackle of the game. He's been very quiet. Clock running. 14:53 to go in this game. Jets up 13-0. Again, we're going to play aggressive. Man. I think they're going to want to chew the clock up, but in this situation, they've been 50% pass. Short 29%. So they're 50-50 here. They're going to pass or run, which again, I have to guess right here. They've been killing us over the middle. So we're actually going to spread to the in. I don't normally do this, but I need a turnover here. Aggressive, spread to the in. See if we can double 2 guys. We're going to McNeil and Schuler. If they go out, this will be a big play for them. I'm guarding towards the end. We're going to play pass. And it's a pitch out to Augustiniak, which is just as they burnt us for 13 yards there. Tripped up by Fred McNeil. That's his 7th tackle. So a good play call there by the O coordinator for the New York Jets. It's now 1st and 10 on the Minnesota 21, and we cannot give up any more points. So, handing up in run support. Man, we're playing run. McNeil breaks through for a gain of 10. Brought down by Teal. He's now 12 carries, 69 yards. Another trap play. Trap play has been doing a lot of damage to this Viking defense. 1st and 10 on the Minnesota 31. Jets 13, Vikings nothing. 13:25 to go in the game. Jets looking to go 8-0 here in Minnesota at the Metrodome. Retro replay 1982. So, once again, handing up for the run. We're going to take the aggressive off. Going to play run. Augustiniak, he's smothered for no gain. And they're going to pick up the flag. A flag was thrown, but they're saying no penalty now. No penalty. Dan Alexander just got blown up on his run block. Fred McNeil with his 8th tackle. So it's 2nd and 10. Ball on the 31 of Minnesota. Split backfield for the Jets. Richard Todd under center. You got Augustiniak and McNeil in the backfield. Play pass. Aggressive. Blair and Studwell are going to blitz. Double Walker on the short pass. Back to pass. He has time. Incomplete as they try to go to Wesley Walker. He was doubled, so good coverage there. We had a good play called defensively there. And it's 3rd and 10. Again, the Vikings need to get a stop and maybe a sack to push them. Right now, if we no yards gained on offense, you add 17 to 31. That's a 48-yard field goal. Of course, Leahy will put it right down the middle. My guy can't make 25 and 23-yard chip shots. All right, so we're going to go to a 3-3 nickel. We're going to play man. We're going to play man. We're going to send Blair. Walker and Jones will be doubled on the medium. Actually, you know what? On the short. Oh, God. On the medium. Pass. And it's incomplete! They try to hit Schuler on the medium hitch, but he was nailed by Turner, and he drops the ball, and that brings up 4th and 10, and it's not the field goal team that comes out on the field for the Jets. It's the punt team, so the Vikings defense does their job. With 11:59 to go, we're gonna put the punt return on. We're not gonna go for block the punt because, with my luck, we'll rough the punter. We're gonna go punt return. He angle punts it. Ramsey angle punts it. 26-yard punt goes out at the 5. So an excellent job by Chuck Ramsey once again. His punt average isn't that good, but where he's punting from, it actually is. So he pins the Vikings inside their own 10. 1st and 10 from the Minnesota 5. They're so far back you can't even see the players' pictures. Vikings down 13 with 11:54 to go in this game. Try a screen pass. Screen pass to Galbraith. And that's a pickup of 3. Lance Mel with the tackle. Another tackle by the linebacker for the Jets. That's his 2nd tackle. Gives the Vikings a little more room to maneuver with. 2nd and 7. They got to be very careful here. They're inside their own 10. Yes, they have to score, but you don't want to give the ball back to the Jets here. Short out. Rashad. Kramer has time, and it's picked off! Picked off, and that's pretty much the ball game. As he was trying to go to a short out to Rashad, Holmes steps in front of it, and that's Tommy Kramer's 2nd interception of the day. Kramer now 15 of 26 for 134 yards and 2 picks. The Jets take over on the Minnesota 4. 1st and goal. Jets look like they will remain undefeated and go to 8-0. I go to a 4-3 basic. Tight man. Goal line defense. And McNeil goes hammering in from 4 yards out. The kick is good. It's now 20-0 Jets, and they're looking like they're on their way to 8-0. Vikings hung around for a while, but they're down 3 scores now with 10:59 to go in the game. Here's the kickoff. The Jets will put the Vikings will put the return on. Peyton deep, 8 yards deep. He shall down it. And not much to do here now, but hope and pray to get some quick scores. Kramer will be in shotgun. This is what the Jets love with their sack exchange. Their pass rushers are going to pin their ears back and just come after the quarterback. Oh boy. So Kramer in shotgun. And we're going to go with 3 wideouts. Wow, I can't even go to 3 wideouts. We don't have the... Oh, yeah, right here. 3 wideouts. 1 running back, and I want the running back to be Galbraith. He's the best receiving running back. So in actuality, we're going to go Kramer shotgun. And then we're going to put Galbraith out wide. So we're going to just spread them. Oops, excuse me. We're going to just spread them out. Sensor out wide, Galbraith out wide. And we're going to do combo passes. So, White medium, Galbraith short, Rashad short. All right, so the short men on these routes will be Galbraith, Rashad, and LeCount. Medium, White, and the tight end Sensor. Here we go. You must select 2 to 4. All right, I selected too many receivers. Okay, so what we're going to do here then is we'll take that off. The count will take off. Here we go. Here's a snap. Tommy Kramer's back to pass. A lot of pressure, and he's able to dump it down to Galbraith. That's an 11-yard gain. Again, we're going to go to the combo pass. We got to speed this up. We're going to go hurry up, and we're going to go no huddle. No huddle. Oh, when we go hurry up, we can't do combo. Well, that stinks. We're going to go no huddle. We can go combo pass. And the same thing. Here's Kramer. Gain of 5. Tony Galbraith. So he called, what did they just a little pitch play or something there. Brought down by Kenny Neal. It's now 2nd and 5. Again, no huddle. Combo pass. Let's go Sammy White short. Ahmad Rashad medium. I got to put them out wide. Galbraith and Sensor out wide. So we're going to go Sensor and Rashad medium. Here's a snap to Tommy Kramer. And again, no gain as Kramer from the shotgun. What are they doing there? Split out wide. What was that play call? So it's 3rd and 5. I don't really understand that play call, so. Oh, boy. Let's put everyone out wide here. Sensor and Galbraith. 9:24 to go in the game. Jets up 20-0. Let's pick up this first down, and then we'll go downfield, hopefully. Let's go short outs. Go Galbraith short out. Kramer with time, and he hits him for 7 yards and the first down, and he gets out of bounds. That's the other thing we want to save. Let's do head out of bounds. Actually, we don't want to do that yet. So 1st and 10 on the Minnesota 43. Galbraith and Sensor out wide. Oh, Galbraith's down to 89%. I can't really take Galbraith off the field yet, but I'm gonna have to give him a breather. So Nelson will come in for Galbraith. Sensor and Nelson out wide. And actually what we're going to do, we're going to bring Sensor down to the lower part of the screen. Kramer in shotgun. Let's go bomb fly. Sammy White on the bomb fly. Kramer checks down to Sensor. No, I'm sorry, to LeCount. Pick up a 6. Clock running. 2nd and 4. Nelson out wide. Sensor out right. Tommy Kramer still in shotgun. No one in the backfield. They've stretched this Jets defense out. Nelson, let's go short out. Gonna go to Nelson on the short out, and there it is! He picks up the first down, gain of 8. Knocked out of bounds by Mel. That's Lance Mel's 3rd tackle. Nelson's 1st reception for 8 yards. 8:01 to go in the game. Jets up 20-0. I think we're going to take a shot at the end zone here. Let's bring Tony Galbraith. Actually, since we're going to go shot at the end zone, we'll keep Nelson in wide. Sensor out wide. Terry LeCount. I'm going to go to Sammy White, and I think we're going to go maybe a medium hitch, actually. Medium hitch to Sammy White. Kramer takes off running. He fumbles the ball. Who's got it? Minnesota recovers. Swiley falls on the Kramer fumble. Gain of 5. Clock running. 7:50 to go. Now Nelson's going to come out of the game for Galbraith. He's back up to 93% stamina. Going to put Galbraith out wide. We're going to keep Sensor in the block. Kramer in shotgun. Medium slant to Galbraith. Kramer fires, and he can't hook up with Galbraith as Mel was on the coverage. 3rd and 5, 7:10 to go in the game. Jets 20, Minnesota nothing. Galbraith again will stay in the game. 3rd and 5. Galbraith will go out wide to the top of the screen. Sensor moves away from the line. He's out wide. So we have 3 potential receivers down here, 2 up here. It's time for Ahmad Rashad. Let's pick up the first down. Short out to Rashad. Kramer with time. Oh! Rashad's unable to hold on. He had it in his hands, but Holmes delivered the knockout blow as Rashad drops that ball in the big hit. 4th and 5. The offense will stay on the field for the Vikings. They're down 20 with 7:07 to go. If you just joined us, we should be in this game. Jets scored first on an interception return, and then on 2 field goals, 2 long field goals by Leahy. Vikings kicker Dan Meir missed 2 chip shots. Then another Tommy Kramer interception set up the Jets for a free McNeil touchdown, and thus we stand at 20-0. Jets looking to go 8-0 on this retro replay of 1982. 4th and 5, and pretty much what little hopes the Vikings have are in this play. Kramer in shotgun, Galbraith behind him, but now he goes out wide. Sensor will stay where he's at. I guess we're going to go combo pass here. Sensor short. White medium, Rashad medium. Galbraith medium. Actually, then we're going to have Rashad short. Here it is. Here's the snap to Tommy Kramer. He's back to pass. He has time, and he fires down. And it's caught. Gain of 9. Terry LeCount. That's his 2nd reception for 15 yards. 1st and 10. 6:58 to go in the ball game. And now we got to take a shot at the end zone. We need 3 scores here. Galbraith out wide. We're going to go Rashad. Let's try to go bomb post to Ahmad Rashad. I don't like that. That's only 30. To Sammy White. Bomb post. There's the pass.
Pass interference.
The pass interference on the defense.
4, automatic. First down.
It'll be 1st and goal for the Vikings. And now we punch this puppy in. And wouldn't it be nice to have those 2 chip shot field goals that we missed? Thank you, computer, for cheating. Alright, no shotgun. We're going to keep him stretched out here. Sensor's going to go out wide. Actually, we're going to bring him to the top. We're going to put him out wide. Oops. And we're going to go Nelson. This is where I wish I had Ted Brown. Trap left. Nelson is smothered for no gain. Clock running. Ugh. No running backs to punch this ball in. You imagine that? Rashad's at 89%. He's got to come out. We're going to bring in Lewis. Actually, you know what? 2nd and goal from the 1. We're going to go triple tight end. Ricky Young comes in the game. Come on, let's pound this in, baby. Dive to Ricky Young, triple tight end. Young is stopped for a loss of 1. Ben Rudolph on the tackle. Tackle number 3. Jeez. Steve Jordan. Again, triple tight end. Bob Brewer, where's Sensor? Alright, Sensor. Short hitch to Sensor. Kramer back to pass. He throws! Throws to Brewer, incomplete at the goal line. Oh my God. 4th and goal from the 2. We gotta go for it. Field goal doesn't help us here. Nothing really helps us. 4:40 to go, down 20. Can't punch it in from the 1. Okay, let's go. 3 wideouts, 1 running back. That running back will be Tony Galbraith. He'll go out wide. Actually, Sensor will go out wide. Galbraith. We need 2 yards. We couldn't get 1 yard. Short and quick. Okay, I know what we're going to do. Play action. Play action. Short and quick. The average 2 yards. Sammy White. Yes. Play action pass. Touchdown to Sammy White. The play action froze him just enough. The Vikings are finally on the board. Kramer to White. It's now 20-6. You know we're going for the onside kick. And let's see if our wonderful kicker can make the extra point here. And he just barely makes it. It's now 20-7. And here comes the onside kick attempt. The Jets recover it at midfield. Roman with the recovery. 4:31 to go. Vikings finally on the board. They pick up that 4th and goal touchdown. Kramer to White on the play action fake. 4:31. Hannon up for run support. Short zone. Run. And McNeil is brought down. Powell's hurt on the play, but he'll remain in the game. Powell is an offensive lineman. Right there, Marvin Powell. I don't think that's the right pitcher for him, though. I gotta double check that. So it brings up 2nd and 10. Clock is running. Again, we're gonna play the run here. We have to. Hannon's up in run support. I know they go... Wow, they're 71% pass, but I don't think they're gonna pass up. Why would you pass up 2 touchdowns? They're probably going to pass. Right here at the bottom, I don't know if you can see that. Oh, you guys can. They've passed 71% of the time out of this. At least that's what our scouting report has. So obviously that's what they do. You know what? I don't think they're going to pass, though. I wouldn't pass. What are they, the Atlanta Falcons? That's stupid if they pass. They're probably going to pass, but I'm going to play the run. You're going to play a short zone once again. Run. And it's a sweep to Augustiniak, and he's brought down after a gain of 2. Clock's down to 3:38. I think I'm going to use a timeout here. I'm going to use a timeout, I think. Where are my timeouts? Right here. Clock's running. It's 3rd and 8. And we're going to call timeout. Alright, clock stopped. 3rd and 8 on the Minnesota 48. I still don't think they're going to throw the ball. But I have to defend against that. Can my defense tackle them if we're in pass before 8 yards on a run? Yes, I believe they can. We're not going to play zone because they've killed us in zone. We're going to play man. And we're going to blitz Blair. And we're going to split Studwell. And pass. Kramer, white back. Oh!
Defense.
Oh, and a personal foul on top of it.
15-yard penalty.
Todd, they picked up the blitz.
First down.
So that's a personal foul on Teal. Doesn't matter. This ball game is history. As Max Cornelius said, finally, I think he says that after we finally scored a touchdown. So, again, we're going to have to throw the kitchen. We're going to play aggressive, handing up, run. I clicked pass by accident. Run. Who has it? The Vikings recover the fumble! The Vikings stripped the ball. Martin stripped it, and Mulaney falls on it. Doug Martin with a huge play. 3:18 left to go in the ball game. The Vikings offense comes back on the field after the turnover. 1st and 10 on their 16. Wow! Alrighty. We're going to go 3 wideouts, 1 running back. Rashad comes back in the game. Tommy, Kramer, and shot. Actually, you know what? They're not. You think they'd fall for a... Let's see if they fall for a play. They shouldn't even look at a play-action fake. We're going to play action fake. And then we're going to go Galbraith and Sensor are going to stay in the block. And we have to take a shot downfield here with Sammy White. So bomb fly to Sammy White. Kramer back to pass. He throws and it's complete. Gain of 49 yards. Sammy White 6 catches, 110 yards receiving. Kramer now 22 of 36 for 226. Clock running. Again, max protect. Play action fake, which hopefully frees them for a second. Oh, I hit the wrong thing. Blocking, max protect. And again, we're going to go bomb fly. Sammy White, we're going to put it up in the air. Kramer has time. But White is covered. He tries to dump it down to Sensor. Incomplete. So 2nd and 10. 2:24 to go in the game. As Max Cornelius said, holy shit. Spelled S-H-E-E-T. Because we're a family-friendly programming. Most of the time. If I'm playing a shooter game, I sometimes get excited and might use a few cuss words. So it's 2nd and 10. It'd be really nice to have those 2 field goals now, Max Cornelius. We'd only be a score down. Alright, 2nd and 10. Again, we're going to keep Galbraith and Sensor in the block. But this time, I'm going to try a medium... boy, I want to go to Rashad here. Medium cross. Ahmad Rashad. Kramer has time. Oh, he just missed. It was intended for Rashad Holmes on the coverage. We bring up 3rd and 10. 2:17 to go. Ball on the Jets 35. Definitely 2-down territory. Jets 20. Vikings 7. We got to send Galbraith out wide now. Sensor out wide. Kramer in shotgun. Bomb fly to LeCount. He throws! Tight coverage. LeCount wants an interference, but they don't throw the flag. Kramer's going ballistic. They were all over LeCount. As Max Cornelius is right, those field goals would have nice to have. Absolutely. 2 chip shot field. This happens to me all the time in this game. Anytime I play a game online, the computer's like, oh, Al, Red Sox fans playing a game online. I can't let him win. So, and there's 2:09 left. It's 4th and 10. We got to pick up the 1st down. I guess we're going to go combo pass here. Sensor and Galbraith out wide. We're going to go combo pass. Everything's got to be medium. Galbraith, White, Rashad, and Sensor all going on the medium. Here it is. Kramer back to pass. He takes off running, and he'll be brought down after a gain of 5. Turnover on downs. I should have clicked on quarterback must throw, and he would have had to throw the ball somewhere, but they were all covered. So that's the ball game, folks. 1:59 to go in this game. And we're going to play run, obviously. Handing up for the run. Aggressive. Here's the run. And McNeil's brought down. Not an inch. And we'll call timeout. 1 timeout left. Again, aggressive. Handing up in the run box. Play the run. Todd's going to throw the ball. Incomplete. What? The computer does some dopey things. So 3rd and 10. 3rd and 10. I might actually get the ball back. Again, I'm going to play man. Aggressive. We're going to send Studwell. And double Walker. Pass. And it's incomplete. So deflected away. Turner with the deflection. And we're going to get the ball back with 1:43 to go because the computers got greedy. And the punt returns on. I should have went punt block, actually. Let's get a big return.
Offsides. Offense.
Ooh, we'll accept that.
Penalty.
We'll accept that. Back them up, and now we're going punt block. Come on, block that punt. Nope, didn't get it. Return of 1. So the Vikings trot their offense back on the field once again. And now we're going to go max protect. Lewis, Rashad. We got to get Sammy White in this game. Max protect. We're going to bring Sensor down to the bottom to help out on Gastineau. So Young, Galbraith, and Sensor. Max protect and a block. Play action fake. They shouldn't fall for that. Shotgun play action fake. And we're just going to go bomb fly to, you guessed it, Sammy White. Lots of time.
Pass interference.
Pass interference.
Defense.
Clock
Number
stops.
56. 5-yard
We'll
penalty.
take that.
Automatic.
The clock
First
stopped.
down.
It's all right. Once again, max protect. That means Young, Galbraith, and Sensor stay in the block. Sensor helping out on Gastineau here. And now we're going to go combo pass. And so we're sending Sammy White down one sideline, Ahmad Rashad down the other. Here's a snap to Kramer, and he fires, and it's intercepted. They had no Ray intercepts it. That's Kramer's 3rd interception of the game. My God, computer, just run the clock out now, please. So Kramer is now 22 of 40, 226 yards, 1 touchdown, and 3 interceptions. Looks like the Jets will maintain their winning streak and will go to 8-0. Handing up. Aggressive. We're playing the run.
Illegal shift. Offense. Number 35.
As the computer wants to torture me with penalties, so clock stops. You know what? We'll play it out. Aggressive. Tight man. Run. McNeil breaks through the line. Gain of 11. We're not going to call timeout. Just let this clock go tick, 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 tick. And now they've brought in someone I don't have a picture for, Tom Combs. I'm taking, so we're going to play aggressive, handing up in the box, run. McNeil stopped before the first down. And that's going to be the ball game, folks. And that's it. The clock goes tick, tick, tick. The bell rings 12. Cinderella still has her slippers. The Jets go to 8-0 with a 20-7 victory over the Minnesota Vikings. Let's quickly go to the box score and call it a stream. That was a pretty fun game, even though my kicker missed 2 chip shot field goals. And as Max Cornelius said, those field goals would have been nice at the end. Yeah, because it would have been 20-13. I don't have to press as much. I still got to put a touchdown in. But even before that, I would have been in the, as Max Cornelius says, boo, the Jets go to 8-0. So let's go to the box score. And I'm going to come back with some baseball after this. I think we're going to try to complete Max Cornelius, our one-and-done tournament. We got 3 games to go in the semifinals. At least try to get 2 out of those 3 done. Let's go box score. And let me bring that up in OBS. Cancel. Let's remove that. Bring up another window. Max Cornelius, did you like the stream? I know football streams go a little longer because it's a football game. I actually did it in under 2 hours, so that's not bad. Okay. Am I not? You guys aren't seeing that. Oh, because I have to go. There it is. You guys are seeing it now. Alright, let's go to the scoring first. The Jets scored first and early. They scored at the 13. I think that was very early or late. Was that late or early? With 13:15 to go in the first quarter, a Jackson 27-yard interception return. Leahy kicked 7-0. The Jets scored on 2 consecutive field goals by Leahy in the second and third quarters. That made it 13-0. Minnesota missed 2 chip shot field goals that would have made a big difference. It should have been at worst 13-6. Then McNeil scores after another Jet turnover on a 4-yard run. Leahy kick made it 20-0. Minnesota comes back late with a Tommy Kramer 2-yard pass to White, and Demir finally kicks a ball through the uprights for the extra point. 20-7. That's how the game ended. That's the drive summary. That's the scoring summaries. Let's go to player stats here. Richard Todd for the Jets. 15 of 27, 225 yards, 1 interception, no touchdowns, sacked 4 times. His quarterback rating 67.7. Tommy Kramer threw the ball 40 times out of necessity, 22 for 40, 226. 3 interceptions, 1 touchdown. He was sacked 3 times. So the vaunted sack exchange was outplayed by the Vikings, who had 4 sacks. They only had 3. His quarterback rating 48.5. Dills came in for the injured Kramer, who was 1 for 3 yards. On the ground, Freeman McNeil 18 for 89 yards, 4.9 average a carry, and he had a touchdown. His long was 21 yards. He had 4 runs over 10. Augustiniak 9 for 29, 3.2 yards a carry. His long was 13. Richard Todd, 3 carries, no yards. For the Vikings, they couldn't get anything going on the ground. Ted Brown got hurt early in the game. He's out for another 3 games. Pretty much didn't have him the whole year. So that's kind of ridiculous. A lot of injuries in Action PC football. Kramer, 3 rushes, 11 yards. Brown, 4 for 9. Galbraith, 6 for 5. Nelson, 4 for 4. And Young, 2 for 2. In total, they only were able to muster 1.6 yards per carry. Receiving, Walker, 5 receptions for 85 yards. Average 17 yards per carry. Augustiniak, 4 receptions, 43 yards, 10.8 yards a carry. McNeil, 3 for 40, 13.3 yards a reception. Schuler, and I don't think that was the right picture of Schuler. I think that's his son, I believe, also played. 2 receptions, 29 yards. Barkham got injured. He had 1 reception for 28 yards. Johnny Lamb Jones was targeted once. He did not get a catch. For the Vikings, Sammy White, 6 receptions. He was targeted 9 times, 110 yards, 18.3 yards a reception with a touchdown. Long, 49 yards. Galbraith had 5 receptions, 28 yards. Sensor, 3 for 18. Rashad, 3 for 21. LeCount, 2 for 15. Brown, before he went out, 2 for 8. Nelson, 1 for 8. Young, 1 for 21. That's about that. And so once again, the Jets stay undefeated. They go to 8-0. The Vikings drop to 2-6. This was 1982 Retro Replay using Action PC Football. I'd like to say thank you to Max Cornelius. Pete Bosox fan, thank you. I don't know if you saw it, the game's over. He says, Al, I came in and out of this game, but what I did watch, enjoyed very much. Nice job in play-by-play. Thank you. Football games go a little longer, and it's almost 2 hours, and it's 2 hours right now. So thank you to Pete Bosox fan, Max Cornelius. Remember World War I. Greg Gurecki. Thank you very much, gentlemen. I'm going to be back with some Action PC baseball in a little bit. Health and happiness. Till next time, take care, bye-bye, and God bless.